Imagine coming home on your birthday to find your beloved senior dog locked in the bathroom, and your boyfriend holding a high-energy puppy you never asked for. Plus 2 updates by you/cicada_supremacy. For context, I, 27F, have always had pets, dogs, cats, even birds that fell from their nests. I also rescued and rehomed tons of animals, but I've never kept a male pet. My mom didn't like them because of the whole peeing everywhere thing, and I guess I just got used to only having girl pets. Plus, I love using my dogs like pillows, and I'll admit the doggy boy parts that are always a little too present make me uncomfortable. Anyway, I've had my dog, let's call her Luna, since I was 17. She's my baby and she 100% rules my life. She's not really friendly with kids, other dogs, or most men, but she at least kinda likes my boyfriend, 31M, of 2 years. So, my birthday was a couple of weeks ago. My boyfriend told me he had a surprise, but it wasn't ready yet. Last Friday, I came home from work and found him in my apartment with a 2-month-oldish German Shepherd male puppy that he bought, complete with a balloon tied to its collar that said, "Happy Birthday." He smiled and said, "Do you like him? He's our new son." I was shocked. The only words that came out were, "Where's Luna?" He had locked my dog in the bathroom because she growled at the puppy. I was furious. We argued for about 2 hours. I told him to take the puppy back with him and not to come back. He yelled some more and called me a misandrist before leaving because, apparently, not wanting male pets equals hating men. He also said I was weird for being uncomfortable around dog pee-pees. When I told my friends and family, everyone sided with me. However, my boyfriend keeps sending me videos of the puppy, saying he doesn't know what to do with it since his apartment doesn't allow pets, especially one that would grow so much. He kept begging me to take it, just until he finds accommodations. He says I owe him because he spent so much money on the puppy and was planning for the puppy to live with me anyway. But I don't want the puppy. My current dog definitely wouldn't accept him, and in the videos, I can already see how destructive he's becoming. On the other hand, the poor puppy is innocent in all this. Should I just suck it up and keep him with me until my boyfriend, we technically didn't break up yet, find somewhere else to take him? Also, the puppy represents everything I don't want in a pet. I feel like he just bought himself a dog but doesn't really want to take care of it, so he acted like the puppy was my birthday present. So, AITA for refusing to accept the puppy? Should I just take him in for a while? Edit. The next day. To clarify some things, some people seem to think I'm obsessed with dog genitalia and I'm not. The issues with the puppy ranking are, I don't want another dog because I have a dog. I don't want to raise a puppy ever again. I don't want to own a dog that was bought. I don't like large breeds. I don't want a male dog because I prefer female dogs. The only reason I included that I don't like dog penises is because I don't want to have that in my house. I don't lose sleep over it, but I prefer the smooth belly female dogs have. What I told my BF was something along the lines of, you disregard everything I believe in a pet to the extent that you even brought a male dog when I told you it wasn't my intention to even own one? Then he called me weird and a misandrist. That's the only reason I included that part in my post, but in my attempt to keep everything short, I didn't include all that. And for the people telling me to grow up and say penis, there it is. I wasn't sure if I was able to say that. My only knowledge of Reddit was videos on TikTok with bad gameplay of Subway Surfers in the back, so there's that. If you want me to clarify something else, please let me know. And one, but not the only, reason I don't particularly like male dogs is because my uncle had one male Rottweiler that was very aggressive. One time at my grandma's house he jumped me, I was like 5 or 6, and tried to hump my face with his red rocket all out, and yes, it freaked me out. My grandma had to get rid of the dog after that because nobody wanted their kids near the dog. So there it is, the backstory. Update. Almost 2 weeks later. I didn't want to update before talking to both my therapist and psychiatrist, but here we go. First of all, the puppy is fine. The day after my original post, my neighbor texted me around 2 p.m. because she heard loud noises from my apartment. She has a spare key, she and Luna are besties and often go on walks when she works from home. so she offered to check. Turns out the puppy was inside and Luna was just sitting on the couch, glaring at the puppy like she was personally offended. I told my boss I had a family emergency and rushed home. My neighbor had been entertaining the puppy, but my apartment was trashed. She agreed to take the puppy for a few hours while I cleaned. I realized a lot of the mess didn't look like it was from the puppy. Some of the papers seemed sheared and didn't have a single teeth mark on them. I went to building management, and they showed me camera footage. My ex-boyfriend walking in with the puppy, staying 20 minutes, and leaving. I had them remove him from the visitor list, and they even offered to change my locks. I panicked a little and called my mom, who told me to either call my godfather or find a local shelter. My godfather told me he'd call his friends, many of whom have large breed experience. Meanwhile, my neighbor brought the puppy back, tired from the park. Thank God, I'll admit. He was adorable. A few hours later, my godfather called to say one of his friends, a German Shepherd lover with 2 already, wanted to adopt him. The puppy's name is Kai now, and apparently my godfather's friend has a ton of experience training big breeds. As for my ex, I decided to call his mom because I still had him blocked. She called and told him to come visit her the next day, and I went to talk it through. If you guessed it, he was jealous of Luna. He wanted to move in with me. He thought Luna wasn't manly enough, and that a German Shepherd would make me see reason. His plan was basically, I'd find 2 dogs too much work, and I'd get over my obsession with Luna by leaving her with my mom. Yes, really. His own mom told him she was disappointed and that she didn't raise him to be sneaky and selfish. I told him we were done and that Kai had already been rehomed to a loving family. He tried to get mad about me rehoming his dog, but his mom reminded him that the puppy was a gift and I could do whatever I wanted with him. I hugged her goodbye and haven't spoken to him since. I also talked this through with both my therapist and psychiatrist. I talked to them about the whole situation and both agreed separately that having a preference is not wrong, and as long as I'm not harming animals because of their sex, there's nothing wrong with not wanting them. Right now, I'm at my mom's house with Luna, using some PTO to rest and recover. This whole thing was exhausting, but at least it ended with Kai in a good home and one less toxic boyfriend in my life, LOL.
Here is what people had to say. Comment 1. Don't give a living thing as a surprise gift. Just don't. Never. No, not even that super cute animal they've always talked about wanting. Comment 2. Dang, she dodged a bullet with that one. I thought the ex was an idiot when he brought home the dog, but then he trashed her apartment, and his reasoning for buying a dog was insane behavior. Glad her apartment has security and is taking her seriously. Comment 3. Never ever ever gift somebody a pet unless you have discussed it with them extensively beforehand. Double minus points because he wasn't even living with OP. As for OP, having a preference for the gender of your pets is perfectly fine. It may not be entirely rational, but it doesn't need to be.
Honestly, here's my take. This guy didn't just buy a dog, he tried to orchestrate a hostile takeover of his girlfriend's apartment to force out her senior pet. Trashing her place and blaming it on an innocent puppy is next-level psychotic, and it is a massive relief that she dumped him and safely rehomed the dog. But do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments.